Welcome everybody, this is day 120 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we start off with Brojo hanging out with Yusuke, watching a movie. Then we decide to leave and go hang out with Hifumi. Hifumi wants to play some shogi with us, so we hang out with her. We see her problems with her mother, and we hang out with her. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out with Anne today. As she's a teammate, we want to help her out with her personal problems and her struggles with the modeling industry. And then we go play billiards to increase our charm and our technical skills, so thank you. Then we go over to Kindly, who eats a Big Bang Burger challenge, and we succeed, getting a lot of points. And then we hang out with her. And then we go over to Gatsu, who plays billiards and then reads a book. Then we go to Charmer, who hangs out with Ryuji, progressing his social link, as Ryuji wants to talk to the track team to talk about why they shouldn't be working with that teacher, as he's a jerk. So we help him out by just standing there, and then we hang out with Hifumi. Then we go over to Red, who kind of does the same thing. Gotta do what you gotta do, so progressing the social link is one of the best activities we could do, and we're very happy with ourselves. And then we go hang out with Oya to progress her social link, see what struggle she's been having, and see if she's getting bullied by her co-workers. So we get the name of her boss, and then we leave for tonight. And I thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody, this is day 121 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Brojo hanging out with Yusuke, as Yusuke shows off his new and better improved artwork. He now has an understanding of what he wants to do, and he awakens to his new persona. And then we go hang out with Mishima as we bully him a little bit. A lot of people hang out with Mishima today, so we get to bully him a lot. But we try and help him out. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out at 777 to increase his charm, and then eats a big burger. A nice big burger. And we're very happy for him as he enjoys his burger. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Ryuji and gets a ramen bowl. Then he hangs out with Chihia. Then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out with Makoto, getting to rank 4, where now you need max charm to hang out with her. So we see how she's doing, we make sure she's okay, and then we make coffee for Sojiro. Then we go over to Ren, who hangs out with Ryuji, seeing how he's doing, getting him close to max rank. We're very happy for him. And then we see how Mishima's doing, as Mishima is being a little weirdo, but we want to see him improve and all that. Now it's Charmer. This is Red hanging out with Yusuke. Hey Yusuke, how are you doing? So we see him hanging out with Yusuke as Yusuke tries to denies the money. He doesn't want that money. So we help him out with that, and then we hang out with Akechi, as Akechi kicks our butt at a shooting game, as he's strangely good at shooting. It's almost like he knows what he's doing. But that's all for today, thank you. Welcome everybody to day 122 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we start off with Brojo playing billiards to increase his charm and increase everybody's technical skills, and then reading a book. Then we go over to Noble, who works at 777, and then hangs out with Aiwa to increase his proficiency and see how he's doing. Then we go over to Kindly, who goes to the temple, and then hangs out with Kawakami to progress her social link and all that kind of stuff. Very happy for her. So we about with her personal problems. Then we go over to Gutsy, who works at Raphael's to increase his kindness, and then romances Takemi. Yeah, baby. That gets to her max rank. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Kasumi today to get some new skills that I'll never use. So thank you, Kasumi. It's great to see you. And I hope you have a... And then we go play billiards at night. Ooh, fancy. Then go over to Red, who even further progresses Ryuji's social link and all that kind of stuff. Very happy for Ryuji. He seems satisfied with his work. Then we go hang out with Hifumi, as Hifumi has problems with her mom. So, we help her out with that. See that she's doing alright, and, make her way out. And then we go over to Lazy, who does his final activity of hanging out with Kawakami, helping her out with her problems. And she's getting a bit ill, she's overworking herself. Thank you for watching. Welcome everybody, this is day 123 on my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Pro Joe playing billiards with the Rich and the Fantasies. He gets a nice charm and then he hangs out with Yoshida to increase his charm and to talk about politics. He's just kind of sitting there watching as he just absorbs information. Then we go over to Noble, who hangs out at 777 to increase their charm and gets the target's name. Then he also hangs out with Yoshida to increase his charm, talk about politics, and to show off his knowledge, as he wanted to be viewed as very, very smart. As, he is. Then we go over to Kindly, who watches 2 DVDs, and that's it. Then we go over to Gutsy, who works at Rafaelus to increase their kindness, and then goes watch a movie, because they're very happy. Then we go to Charmer, who hangs out with Makoto. Very good job for them, as we help Makoto's friend break up with her abusive boyfriend. And so we leave kind of satisfied. Then we go hang out with Chihia to change fate, because we are very charming and know what to do. So we change the fate of this lady, and then, we leave very happy with ourselves. And then we go over to Red, who hangs out with Yusuke, and spends the night hanging out with Oya, increasing her social link. Thank you all for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Iroll Kings. This is day 124 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off with Pro Joe picking out some flowers at Rafaelus. Well done, He gets some kindness, and then we go bully Mishima for a little bit as Mishima tries to defend his friend from some thugs. Mishima can't really do that much, so we, give him some moral support so he doesn't die, and all that kind of stuff. Then we make our way over to Noble, who works at 777 to increase their charm and watches a DVD. Then we go over to Kindly, who watches a movie at, the area, and then reads a book. Then we go over to Kindly, who hangs out with Anne, and then works at, the bar, the Crossroads. Then we go over to Gutsu, who hangs out with Anne, to go to this Tokyo Sky Tree to hang out with her, see how she's doing, and see Anne's personal problems, so we help her out with that. We get her to rank 7 and are very happy with ourselves. And then we go over to hang out with Oya to do Operation Fake Lovers. Then we go over to Red, who hangs out with Yusuke to progress his social link pretty far, as Yusuke tries to decide what beauty is to him and what he wants to do with his life. So after we help him out, we end it. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 125 of my Persona 5 day tracker. Today we start off with Pro Joe working at Rafaelus to sell flowers and increase their kindness, trying to figure out who's been bullying people in the underground mall. And then we go eat a big burger and have our big burger. They're very happy with ourselves. We go over to Noble, who plays video games all day, because he's kind of just one. Then we go over to Kindly, who we start off with our nighttime activity of hanging out with Akechi. Hey Akechi, so we hang out at the bar, enjoy ourselves, and get access to it so we can upgrade Futaba later. And then we go do some fishing, which is, nice to do. Then we go over to Gutsy, who hangs out at 777 to increase their charm, and then also the Crossroads to get some information on some bad people. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Makoto, getting her pretty going along. As you know, he has a max out charm, so might as well get Makoto while Noble is trying to increase their charm. So getting that moved along, and then we go hang out with Hifumi. Hey Hifumi, great to see you. So we hang out with her, play the games, and then we go over to Red, who, hangs out with Yusuke. Hey Yusuke, how are you doing? So we go to the metaverse with him to talk about some philosophy and stuff. Then we go hang out with Hifumi again. Hey Hifumi, great to see you. So we hang out at the Tokyo Sky Tree and have our fun. Thank you all for watching. Welcome everybody to day 126 of my Persona 5 day tracker. We start off today with Pro Joe hanging out with Ryuji. Ryuji was one of Pro's best friends, so you might as well get these social links done while he got the free time. So, and he's a party member, so might as well. We also hang out with Yoshida, increase our charm, and to see what struggles he's dealing with as a person who's trying to be president. But, with things going on, that's not really going to be happening anytime soon. But, hey, good for you, Yoshida. We're great to see you, buddy. Thank you. Then we go over to Noble, who works at 777, seeing Mishima, and then hanging out with Yoshida. as Noble wants as much charm as possible, he does that. Then we go over to Kylie, who plays a video game, getting through the games, and then hanging out at the bar to give Ryuji a new skill. Thank you, Ryuji. It was great hanging out with you. Then we go over to Gutsu, who hangs out with Anne today, increase their charm and a relationship with Ryuji and Anne at the same time. So we're very happy about that. So we make our way out, say goodbye to Anne, and then go on to say hi to Yoshida again. Hey, Yoshida. Yoshida's very popular today, as everybody really wants charm, and he's nice, so we hang out with him. Then we go over to Charmer, who hangs out with Mishima today. We bully him a little bit because Mishima's Mishima, so we have our fun bullying him. We go to the metaverse to bully him some more. Thank you, Mishima. So after we convince Mishima to try to be a better person, we go over to Ren, who maxes out Ryuji's social link, awakening to their new persona and getting a new skill. Then we finally end off the day with Ren hanging out with Jihia to, talk about fortune telling and what her struggles. Thank you all for watching.